Hey y'all, may the force be with all of us as we finally got some hope. The New Republic and Imperial Wars coming, folks. Galactic Civil War Part 2. We got Ahsoka Season 2, we got Dark Jedi, we got all sorts, we have trailer footage, watch it, it's great. There's Jedi mysticism, there's a New Republic Imperial War going on, Thrawn's back, he has armies of Dark Jedi and freaking hordes of stormtroopers, and we get to see New Republic Marines and New Republic soldiers that don't suck ass. We're gone from the woke. The New Republic is weaponizing. They're becoming a military power. I'm stoked. There's a massive space battles. There is so much things they're borrowing from legends. We got like references to like old Star Wars lore for the Night Sisters. We got dark side. We got Force mysticism. I'm stoked. Go watch the trailer. It's great. My theory is this is going to be a mix of Legacy of the Force, Courtship of Princess Leia, and the Thrawn trilogy turned into a season. We're gonna see Ahsoka and Sabine still trapped on the Peridia planet. We see the New Republic going to war. We see the New Republic army fighting Imperial forces and Dark Jedi forces. We see a lot of military crap. I'm looking forward to that. We're seeing a lot of like mysteries, ancient mysticism on Peridia with the Jedi and Dark Jedi still stuck there. We see Anakin coming back and guiding Ahsoka. I'm stoked for a lot of the... I see so many references to Legends in this. It's not even funny. I'm stoked. It looks like classic Star Wars Legends turned TV form. I'm looking forward to that. Story arcs, I think they're really going to touch upon from Legends. Thrawn campaign, obviously. There's going to be aspects of the Second Galactic Civil War from Legacy of the Force. There's going to be a Galactic Civil War Part 2. There's a lot of dark side. They're tapping into a lot of Sith, demonic, Night Sister shit they're working on. Hell yes, I love it. The New Republic is militarizing. And by the way, they can retcon all the crap. Disney is finally doing something I agree with. This looks like a kind of Star Wars they should have led with years ago. Instead of waiting this long to give us like a true Star Wars project that can unite the fan base. I'm stoked the New Republic looks like is actually militarizing for once and looks competent. We see New Republic Marines, which if you watch my Star Wars D&D games, you know I love I love playing my New Republic Marines. No longer fan fiction. You know, I made a bet with I came out the plot of Ahsoka. I was writing fan fiction that was nearly identical to Ahsoka and Rise of Skywalker as far back as 10 years ago. And for some reason, Disney had the same freaking idea. This is proof why there is a force and a collective unconscious. I still am a community college student in Madison. I barely have a YouTube channel that makes a difference. And somehow I had this great idea for a dark side Sith cult and Galactic Civil War Part 2 before the sequel trilogy. I predicted the Sith shit, the dark side, insurgency, the Sith lore, all the stuff I saw with Rise of Skywalker and Ahsoka. I was writing to a fan fiction 10 years ago, and for some strange reason, the Force fucking screwed me over and gave the idea to someone else. You know what? There's an occult thing I'm going to share with you. Ideas and imagination are tied to the astral realm and the collective unconscious, and it's up to you to jump on when you have a really good creative idea before anyone else takes it from you. Thoughts are not our own. It's a really weird concept, but roll with me on that one. Fucking Disney, they frickin' ripped me off. I could write a better Star Wars fan fiction, Star Wars script than Jar Jar Abrams ever could. Fuck Jar Jar Abrams. But in all seriousness, I'm stoked for a lot of the lore we're getting. This looks like a lot of homage to Legacy of the Force, Thrawn trilogy. This looks like classic Legends turned into TV form. And there's going to be a lot of Anakin, Ahsoka stories going on here, flashbacks to the Clone Wars and appearances. I like a lot of the ancient ruins still from Ahsoka Season 1, giving me KOTOR vibes. I'm stoked. I think they're going to tell a story that's really going to be an actual Star Wars. And we're going to see a lot of dark side versus light side again. We haven't had that really at all in a long time in Star Wars Disney. And this time it's written by my man Dave Filoni, the guy who actually knew Lucas and was his heir apparent and respected Legends. And here's a little fact, food for the day. Disney was willing to make Star Wars The Old Republic the MMO canon. Dave Filoni was approaching them almost 10 years ago. And it's not Disney's fault for once, it was EA. So fuck EA, not Disney for once. We could have had SPOILER be part of the canon. And maybe someday it still could. Maybe they could find a way to renegotiate and rewrite some lore, and SWOTR could be part of the Disney canon. That'd be sick. I'd love that. But no, Disney is getting back to Star Wars roots. They're going back. They're getting Dave Filoni behind the chair. He's making the kind of Star Wars content that I grew up with. I'm really stoked by it. Also seeing a resurgent Empire and rebuilt Imperial War Machine. I have theory Thrawn is going to use dark side technologies, the Night Sisters, all sorts of like unorthodox tactics for the Empire to do blitzkriegs and like take territory back to the New Republic. It looks like the New Republic is getting slaughtered by dark Jedi forces, Night Sisters. There's a lot of dark side magic going on. They're on Dathomir. Seems to be a battle on Dathomir. It looks like Thrawn is making a deal with the devil, metaphorically and literally, and using dark side occultism to create an army and turn the tide of the war. We see Thrawn uniting the remnants of the Empire under him, very Legends-like. I'm all on board. I think Timothy Zahn might have been part of this, maybe, hopefully. I mean, we see elements of Dark Night Sisters Imperial forces fucking over, just slaughtering the New Republic. You see Ezra, you see like a reunion of the Rebels crew. There's a lot of good stuff going on here. I mean, as a dark side fan, I'm all for this. And the New Republic actually looks like a competent military, not a bunch of fucking space hippie Californian socialist idiots. Yeah, the New Republic is done being woke. They're going back to being closer to what they were in Legends. Hell yes. Even the Marine armor looks fucking badass. I'm loving it. They might have stolen that model from a Battlefront 2 modder who created the New Republic Marines for Battlefront 2. Maybe. It looks almost identical. Wouldn't surprise me. Or maybe they got the guy to work from. But it's Disney. They're evil as fuck. But no, we got so much lore. We got so much... The vibes feel like something I would have loved. See that my middle school, early high school self is freaking out here, nerding off with all the Legends visual elements. This is what Legends would look like in my imagination if it was turned into a TV form. I love it. I'm seeing so much dark side versus light side, and the Empire truly is evil. Truly is evil. And I've said this a million times in my previous Star Wars lore videos. Disney has made the Empire into something truly evil, not a mustache twirling space Nazi Empire like from Legends. The Empire truly is demonic and evil and Nazi and fascist like in Disney canon, and that's something Disney's done really well. It's the betrayal of the Galactic Empire versus a dystopian, like, authoritarian fascist regime, the Imperial era. In the New Republic era, they're literally space terrorists. So there's so much historical fiction and reality and politics they're putting into the Galactic Empire. I love it. I'm a dark side fan. I love me a good evil empire. Hell yeah. I also see a lot of elements of space mysticism, a lot of like connection to other Dave Filoni projects. Dave Filoni is taking all his projects from Clone Wars to Rebels to the Mandoverse, and he's condensing them into movies, films. And I think Dave Filoni is going to do well with directing Lucasfilm from now on. He's going to make 2 TV shows a season and 2 TV shows and 1 movie a year is his plan, and they're all going to be connected in the New Republic era. I'm stoked for that. There's going to be a lot of world building, a lot of adventures. Maybe we get to see Jedi survivors besides Ahsoka and Luke. Maybe we get to see other Dark Jedi survivors of Palpatine's regime. Maybe Mara Jade comes back. Once again, they're borrowing from Legends. They got the best guy to do it. They're making a condensed timeline. There's good world building. And they're trying to turn the New Republic era into what Star Wars is known for. Disney Star Wars is known for. And I'm all about that. They're picking up the pieces. We're getting into Star Wars Disney Season 3, I guess. I think the world building is getting more condensed, a bit more Star Wars-like. Legends is being readapted into the modern timeline. I'm loving it. There's going to be a condensed timeline. All these stories going on. New Republic Imperial War. More Jedi rebuilding. Luke can be rebuilding the Jedi Order. Training a new generation of Jedi. And then there's The Last Starfighter. Which is... Star Starfighter, which is 5 years after the sequel trilogy. And it looks interesting. I like it. Some of the stuff I've seen, the actors and the roles they'll be playing, this feels like a new era of Star Wars, and it has a lot of new Jedi Order lore. Yeah, the new Jedi Order in Disney canon, which I think they could do better with, but it feels like they got the right guys in charge. I'd like to see a new Jedi Order version in Disney canon. I think Starfighter could be a huge role in that. We could see Jedi survivors and like the Jedi rebuilding on ancient worlds, building new academies, which would be very Legends-like. And we could have remnants of the Empire and Dark Jedi like hunting them down, and the galaxy is rebuilding after the last major war. And just it feels like this could Starfighter could be a good story that could take the place of. There's a lot of lore they could bring into that with the Jedi Academy and like a post galactic war where there's no states left and it's just the wild galactic wild west societies or civilizations rebuilding. I would love that. That'd be great. This is the most excited I've been for Star Wars Disney in a long time. Andor was good. I'm gonna give that a shot again. I might do a review of it. Yeah, I might get me and my buddy Matthew might do a review of Andor and talk more about this on podcast this fall. But in general, if you're a Legends fan and you want to see and you want some nostalgia and you want to give Star Wars Disney another shot, maybe this is the best case. We got Dave Filoni building a New Republic cinematic universe with movies and TV shows. We got the Mandoverse really expanding. We're looking at actual New Republic Imperial Galactic Civil War Part 2. We got Light and Dark Side. We got Jedi and Sith. We got New Republic armies versus hordes of Dark Side. Armies of the Dark Side. We got the Empire becoming a truly evil force again. It gives me goosebumps. This feels like Star Wars I grew up with, unlike the sequel trilogy. I'm really stoked for it. I'm looking forward to it. It looks really cool. I feel like this can unite the fan base, hopefully, and maybe with Dave Filoni in charge, things can get better. And maybe, hey, who knows? Maybe they can like do we'll have numerous Star Wars timelines and continuities like Marvel. I would really appreciate that, especially with the Star Wars anime coming out. I mean, the Ninth Jedi looks really good, and I feel like there's room for all sorts of different continuities and head canons and lore and stories that can be told using the basic Star Wars DNA, like Warhammer or D&D. A multiverse aspect would be really cool, or numerous timelines, or they could do that with the world between worlds, the whole timey-wimey space multiverse gateway realm that they introduced in Rebels and brought back in Ahsoka. They could really do a lot of world building and a lot of cool stories to be told with that, and a lot of good plot lines. That can make Legends canon. That can make the Disney sequel trilogy canon. And you can follow whatever timeline you want. That'd be sick. I would love that. Until next time, folks. May the Force be with you. Fuck Disney, but praise Dave Filoni. God bless. May the Force be with you. And death to the fucking sequel trilogy. Peace.